Reporting for Israel Today magazine in Jerusalem, I'm Jonathan David. Jerusalem's only Messianic Jewish day school, Makor HaTikva, has been denied a license to operate by Israel's Ministry of Education. The school first applied for a license a year ago, while at the same time also seeking recognition as an official state school, a status that would provide Makor HaTikva with government funding. But the Ministry of Education not only denied that initial request, it filed an order to have the school closed as it had failed to acquire a license during its previous 20 years in operation. Founded in 1990 as a small ministry where primarily transient Christian volunteers and local staff would send their children to learn a bit of Hebrew, Makor HaTikva has over the past 5 years blossomed into a serious institute of learning, boasting a healthy student body of both Israelis and foreigners living in the land. Media reports on Wednesday suggested that Iran was preparing to make a significant offer aimed at ending or at least significantly downgrading the Iran nuclear crisis. According to diplomats, at next week's summit in Geneva, Iran will offer to stop enriching uranium to levels suitable for nuclear weapons production in return for an end to Western sanctions. Israeli officials called the offer a joke, noting that Iran already has enough fissile material and installed centrifuges to still make at least a handful of nuclear weapons, even if they keep their new promise. In a May interview now making the rounds on the internet, new Iranian President Hassan Rouhani, who at the time had not yet won the presidential election, boasted over how he and other Iranian officials had duped Western officials into accepting a similar offer in 2003. The very next year, Iran made its greatest advances to date toward the goal of attaining nuclear weapons. 2 Israeli soldiers were wounded on Wednesday by mortar fire from Syria. Israel remains concerned that the Syrian civil war will spill over the border as such incidents become more frequent. Reporting for Israel Today, I'm Jonathan David. Stay informed, pray informed. Check out IsraelToday.com.